ahead and start with the legs comfortably crossed, hands in front of the knees, and we're going to start connecting to our breath and a little bit of movement through our spine. Inhale as you lift your chest. Exhale through your mouth as you hollow out the belly and round behind your tailbone. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, curl behind your tail. Inhale, lift. Breathing into the back of your body, especially as you exhale and you're stretching the back. Sit tall, crisscross the legs. Inhale, lift the chest once more. Exhale, round your spine, curl behind your tail. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Once more, lift. Exhale, curl. Sit nice and tall. Let's leave the legs just like they are. Left hand to the side of the mat. You're going to reach the right arm up, and let's give a big lean over to the left. Come down onto your elbow if that feels okay, but you're still trying to keep your right sits bone heavy into the mat so your pelvis is level into the mat. Get a little taller as you pass through center, and then up and over to your right, trying to keep your left sits bone anchored. Make sure you're not twisting here. And come back through center. Let's crisscross our legs the other way and do that again. Left arm out to the side, big lateral stretch up and over. This time, pass through center, round through your spine, and bring yourself up. Let's go over to the right. Big stretch to the left side of the body here. And then round through your spine, come through center, and sit tall. All right, hopefully we got a little bit mobility in the back there, a little breath into the back body. We want to use that. Sit nice and tall, squeeze the inner thighs together. Leave the hands behind your hamstrings just for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, curl behind the tail. It's as if your pelvis is going to be flat on the mat. Maybe even the low back touches. Maybe your arms come to a straight position. Inhale. Exhale, deepen your belly back as you dive your head forward. And sit tall, really thinking about the pictures that the spine is making. So make a deep C curve, make a C shape with the spine, still squeezing the inner thighs, and then dive the head forward as if it's gonna go between your knees, and sit tall. Reach the legs, long heels together, toes apart. This turned out position in Pilates is to encourage a little bit more work and muscular connection to the glutes and the inner thighs. So just keep that in mind. Keep that squeeze, reach the arms forward. Now start to articulate your spine down, bone by bone, vertebra by vertebra, all the way to the floor. Still squeezing the heels, float the arms by the ears. Inhale. Exhale, imagine you're getting longer through the back of your body as you peel up, scooping that belly up, big stretch forward. Let's do that a couple more times. Rounding down. So we're working from a place of control. If you need an assist here, use your hands behind your hamstrings and then curl yourself back up. Deepen that waist back as you dive the head forward. Big stretch. One more time. So these movements are designed to be slow, controlled, and precise, and to also have a nice flow to them. Curl up halfway and hold. Palms face down. Let's float the arms up for 5 and down. 4, pull the waist back. 3 and 2. Hold the arms up on 1 and then melt your spine down with control. All right, go ahead and bring the knees in. I'm going to adjust a little bit for the camera. All right, so from here, we're going to go into the hundreds. If this is new for you, there's a lot of different variations for the legs. I'll take you through several. So let's start with the feet down, curl the head, neck, and shoulders. You're up to the tips of your shoulder blades. Reach your fingertips far away so that you can feel a connection to your serratus muscles in your lats. So you should feel a little bit of work in the back body. Pump the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're vigorously pumping the arms, challenging your stability. You don't want to bounce around like a floppy fish. You want to stay in control. Use your stabilizing muscles. Now legs into tabletop. Squeeze the inner thighs. You're curled up to the tips of your shoulder blades. Keep going. Should your neck try to take over, leave your head down and focus on imprinting your spine into the mat. Okay, if you'd like, extend the legs. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 more sets. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, last one. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hug the knees in and rest. Whew, that builds some heat, right? Go ahead and rock side to side for a moment. Release any tension you might be holding on to. And let's keep the right knee in. Reach your left leg long. Now that leg that's long, go ahead and flex your foot. And keep your tailbone heavy. Hold behind your right hamstring. Unfold your right leg for 3. Unfold for 2. Unfold for 1. Now if you're tight in your hamstrings, bend your knee. That's totally fine. Otherwise, leg is long. I'm using my abdominals now to hold that leg in place. Keep the chest open. Shoulders are down on the back. We're going to make a circle with this right leg. Let's cross in, out, up, hold. As we do this, your pelvis should be completely level, and I'm thinking of my back ribs staying down into the mat. All right, so it's from a place of stability first and foremost. Let's reverse it. You go out, squeeze across, hold. This is 4, cross, hold. 3, imagine you're getting longer through your spine. 2, up, one more time. Good, holding here, climb up to your calf or your hamstring, and then bring your head back down. So you get into a little bit of a hamstring stretch here. If you need to hold higher on the leg, that's fine. Breathing here, feeling that length. Now cross the midline of your body. It's not a big travel. You're trying to keep your right hip down as you pull your right foot towards your left shoulder. So the hip shouldn't come off, right? That's a different stretch. That's getting a little bit more into the back. This is getting the IT band. Come back through center. Just give it some love and then send the leg back down. Hug your left leg in. Flex your right foot just like you're standing on the floor. Hold behind your left hamstring. Let's unfold for 3. Unfold for 2. Hold here on 1. Now my abdominals, hold that leg right where it is. Hands by your side. Let's cross in, out, hold. The circle can be as big as you want, but not at the expense of your pelvis rocking side to side. Keep the spine stable. Keep the pelvis flat. Last one, and we hold at the top, reverse. Go out, squeeze across, hold, out, cross, hold. Can you pull your waist down towards the mat a little further? Make those ribs nice and heavy. One more time. And hold. Climb up to your calf. And then just bring that leg back down with you. Breathe here. So I'm trying not to tuck my tail. I'm trying to keep my tailbone down on the mat as much as possible. Cross your midline. So my pelvis hasn't moved, just the leg. And now I'm going to pull that left leg towards my right shoulder. It's a tough stretch. We're all tight in our IT bands. It just kind of happens through our daily activities. So that's why we want to give them a little extra attention. Breathe into the stretch. And then come back through center. Hug the knee in. Go ahead and bring the right leg to join. Now hands are going to stay by your side. Remember, we want to feel the backs of the shoulder blades down on the mat so that we're not rolling in and forward. We're trying to work our posture even as we're laying on the mat. Legs in tabletop, flex the feet. Now make sure that you can feel your spine pressing into the mat. That's super important to really find the work in this exercise. Your right heel is going to dip down. You're going to bring it back up. Then we go left, down, and up. These are called heel dips. So as you're doing these, notice if your spine starts to pop off the mat. If it does, don't go as low with the leg. Just keep that range of motion a little smaller. Inhale down, exhale up. The work is hinging from the hip. You're using your low abdominals to stabilize and to bring that leg back up. Now point through the toes, squeeze the knees, lower both down, and up. Start to check in with other parts of your body. Do you notice the shoulders are starting to creep forward? Try to keep them open. Nice and broad across the collarbones, and keep the inner thighs active. So the inner thighs are part of the powerhouse strength. The powerhouse that we work from in Pilates is everything from your lats to all the layers of your abdominals to your glutes to your inner thighs, also known as your core.